So, this is The Mind of a Dummy, part 5, I believe. If it's not, yeah, it's not. And yeah, let's hop right into it. I didn't really have any notes or nothing. Usually I have like notes where I wrote down my thoughts from the week, but for this week I've got completely nothing. This this show or this podcast today is probably going to be a little shorter than the other ones, but I want to start trying. I will. I want to start adding value to the content I produce, because then you really have a reason to watch it. Because I found out, or I figured out myself, that if I record videos with no real value behind it, why should you guys watch it? So, yeah, we will talk about habits, and just in particular, I'm listening to a lot of podcasts at work, and I'm really expanding my knowledge, and that's what I will talk about today. And I will also share some experiences from my life, and yeah. So, I'm currently reading the book Atomic Habits, and like the title says it's about habits that are small but add up. And that's what I'm mostly gonna talk about today. So the book starts with your future is not based on your motivation or where you want to be. It's about what you do, and what you do becomes easy by forming habits. So really, habits lead kind of to success, you could call it. And yeah, this book is really interesting because it splits the desires for habits into 4 parts. The first one is make it attractive. Then the second one, make it easy. Then make it enjoyable, and then make it rewarding. Something like that. I'm not really sure if it's like that exactly, but I'm close to it. And yeah, I'm at page 170 from 250, so I still have some pages to go. But what I've learned till now is make it attractive. So in order for you to make a habit, or let's firstly talk about why you should start trying to build up habits in your life. So if you want to do something and you do it out of motivation, your motivation isn't going to be there every time. So building a habit to it is really useful, because you're going to do it without even thinking about it. So it takes no willpower. And I think our willpower is limited. And I think the most disciplined people are just the people that make it easy, make their life easy to be disciplined, because they just don't allow distractions. And yeah, that's a really important part. And yeah, that's the reason why you should form habits. And I will now give some tips for you how you can form good habits. So um, what I would do, let's say you want to start going to the gym, and you've tried it multiple times. You bought a yearly pass, and you never went, not a single time. And the problem isn't you. It's the drastic change you want to make. You probably want to go to the gym 5 times per week, eat perfectly healthy, and try to do all that. You're trying to be perfect from the start on, but that's not how it works. Firstly, I would do I would start small. I would start small. That's the word I was looking for. So pick a time of your day, or of your week, and try to go for, I don't know, half an hour for one time a week. And then that's not that hard. That you can probably stick to it for a few weeks. or forever, because it doesn't take a lot of time, and it's easy. And that's, if you think about it, that are the laws of the habits that we are now applying. Because half an hour is easy, so you will make it. You will feel pleasured after working out, and yeah. And once the half hour session became a habit, it's way easier to try to go a second time for half an hour. And that's how I would go for it. So start small and then build up your habits. First build up the base of your habits, and then build up more. If you even fail with the half an hour per week, cut your habits or make the habit you wanna do even easier. So don't make it in half an hour, make it just go to the gym, do a 5 minute workout and then go home. That's it. But just make a habit or put a habit into your life that's into the direction of who you want to become. It doesn't matter how big or how small the step is. The most important thing is that you eventually do the step towards the version of yourself where you want to go. And yes, then the next thing that's really important is surround yourself with people that make your habits be normal. So, for example, you want to start working out, but all of your friends don't work out. They say, I don't like sports, I don't like eating healthy. And it's hard then to change yourself with everybody else not trying to change or make a change. Because we as humans, we need connection. And you're gonna lose that connection if you try to do everything alone. So look for friends and I don't know, family members or just relatives that also want to go in the same direction as you and grow together. That's how I think it should be. That's what I do. I have 1-2 friends, or actually a couple of friends, that we're not the same. Like, I have other goals too, other destinies I want to reach, but we have similar paths, and our paths are in the same kind of direction. They're into trying to just master life. And yeah, that's probably the most two important things that you can do to apply it just to your life, and you will see changes. And you just got to be patient and consistent. And yes, I know David Goggins would say now, like, just don't be a bitch, but sometimes you are a bitch, and that's okay. You just need to start small and then grow bigger and bigger and bigger. And yeah, and what did I want to talk about too? So that were the habits, and the second thing is, oh, that was actually experiment made. So there was a father, he had 2 children, and he filled his entire household with books about chess. So his goal was to make great players out of his daughters. And he wanted to do that not by forcing them to play, but by just showing them that chess is the way to life. So it's like, if you eat, you survive. And he applied the same thing to their life. So like, if they play chess, they get rewarded. I know it's probably not the best, healthiest thing, but who cares? And what he did is he filled his entire house with chess boards, chess books, chess, everything chess. And eventually their daughters started to play chess at home, read the chess books and everything. And guess what happened? One of the daughters got the youngest world champion in women's. I think she still holds the title at 15. And that's crazy. And that's a good example of how your surrounding influences you. And it also shows that you need to make it rewarding. If you're doing a habit that's not rewarding you, you don't want to do it, and that's really important. I have a lot of more to say, but this week time's really tight, and I wanna make it short but gold, or how you say it, yeah, short but good. So I will end this here, and I'll I'll be there next week with a full, probably 1 hour session again, and we will go also through my diary, because I started writing diary again, not diary. Yeah, I think it's called like that, and yeah, and I just want to share some of my improvements I did. So what I've noticed now is I'm getting more fluently with speaking English and talking to a mic. I never really felt uncomfortable, but what I noticed is I speak more fluently. Yeah, you probably noticed it too, and yes, it's really good for me, like learning how to talk. So that's it. Have a good week. Have a great week. Have fun building your habits, and see you guys.